Morning everyone, how's it going? It's been a busy morning. It's Mrs. just left for work and I scored the day off today, which is good because we've only just had a bit of time off over Christmas, but got another day off, so that's good, kind of. But anyway, it's been busy. She's only just left. It is 6:45 in the morning. It's like I just checked. It was like 92% humidity, but it's quite cold as well, which is nice. I've already fixed. I know it's only 6:45. This brick paving, I had dramas with it. I just checked back on my videos on YouTube. 9 months ago it was. It started collapsing around here, and it just one brick started doing it again. So I've just ripped it all up again. Added a bit more. I actually put a plastic bag and some rocks in there. It's actually washing under here, so there must be a void under there. So yeah, not a massive one. It was just one brick was a little bit down, so I thought I better get onto it before it you can't see because the dogs are there, but get onto it before it got too much more worse. So hopefully that's fixed that. Yeah, I just ripped some rocks out of here, handful from each side, and filled it up with rocks. Hopefully that lets it drain without dragging all the sand with it. And then I put a plastic bag as well. If it does it again, we'll let it go over this next winter. If it does it again, I'm going to have to rip it up, kind of dig out, add more sand, like a couple bags of sand, and maybe some concrete. I might mix some concrete up and slap it in there, and kind of, we'll see what that is. I just don't know where it's going. It's going under there and then running down, and it's not dripping out. Yeah, I've been over the other side of the fence, and there's no yellow sand, because that's what the colour of the sand is under here, is all yellow. But you've never seen a video like this on YouTube before, but today we're gonna in one video. So I bet there's plenty of videos separately, but not combined. So what we're gonna do is go and wash the car, because what's happened is I drove my white wagon yesterday. Let's go and have a quick look. Drove the white wagon yesterday. Got it out in the sun just here, out in the garage. Couldn't see out of the windscreen. So what happened was, when I did a service on this, I used my fluid sucker thing that you connect to the compressed air, and I sucked about 700 mils of oil out of the sump of this thing when I did the oil change, because it won't drain out. So it's either leave 700 mils of old oil in or suck it out. So I sucked it out, and the thing that I used, I let it fill up too much. I think it's about a litre container, and it was starting to get 700-800 mils of oil, old engine oil in it. And I was under there, so I didn't really know. And then when I lifted my head up here, it was like a smog, like a fog and it was oil. So what happened was, I think what I need to do next time is only half fill that bottle, and then empty it, and then go back and get the rest. Don't let it fill all the way up, because I think it was splashing oil, and it was shooting oil through the exhaust nozzle on the fluid extractor. So yeah, it was all this wheel well was all chockers full of oil, because that's the way it was facing. And then this car just had a film of oil over the whole thing. I got out there, couldn't see much because it was all just like a white, they just couldn't see through the windscreen. Put the windscreen wipers on, and it just made it even worse, just smeared it everywhere. So I just limped it pretty much to the car wash down the road, and went there, no dramas, fixed it up. I don't really like taking this through the car wash. It is a no-touch car wash, but they use fairly harsh chemicals, I'm pretty sure, from what I'm hearing. That's why it does such a good job without scrubbing, touching your car. But saying that, I've just mixed up a bottle of, it's $20 as well. I don't really want to, this car was a little bit dirty, so I didn't mind doing it to this one. It gives it a top-up ceramic coat and all that kind of jazz, but yeah, I didn't mind doing it. This car, I only just washed it like a week ago. It doesn't need a wash, so I don't want to go and pay $20 just to get a film of oil off it. So yeah, I've got all this ready. It's a bit early in the morning, like I said, it's like 6:45. So I really don't want to start cranking this up. Plus, I'm going to use my new blower to dry the car, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's got a bit of citrus degreaser, which is a safe degreaser for your car. Plus, I don't mix it very strong, but it's in there, and some car wash soap mixed together. So it'll foam up, sit on the car for a bit. Then I'll rinse it. Then I'll do it again. That bottle for this little car, that bottle is enough to do 2 goes on this. So I'll do 2 goes. And then rinse it, and then I've got the Geon, this stuff, I don't think I've used it. It's not I can see the liquids down to here. I don't know if it's because it's been sitting for so long, it's lost a bit, or maybe I have used it. I can't remember. But yeah, Geon wet coat. Apparently you spray it on wet. It's very similar to the happy endings of Bowden's Own, I think. And then you just got to rinse it off straight away. You can't let it sit on the car and dry because it'll mark. So I'll probably do like a panel at a time, or like a bonnet and rinse it. And then here, the whole side of the car, rinse it. The roof, rinse it. I don't know. We'll see how we go. The good thing about the Bowden's one is you put it in your foaming bottle. So you can do the whole car in like 20 seconds. Whereas this is in a little spray bottle, so it's going to take longer, and you don't want it to dry. So we'll see what happens anyway. But I'm going to get onto that pretty soon. And then we're going to take the drone out for another spin. Had my first go on it yesterday, and I didn't think it was going to be that much fun. That was really cool. Very easy to set up. I've never used a motion controller before. I'll show you the controller. So yeah, we're gonna take that in the garage and use that to dry the car. I might take the nozzle off and just use it with no nozzle, and we'll see how we go. Actually, I'll have to wear that while using it, otherwise it doesn't turn on. So yeah, everything's charged, ready to go. That's the spare battery for the blower that I'm going to sell. So that's the drone. Yeah, I didn't actually do a video showing it, but yeah, it's only small, but geez, it packs a punch. Pretty cool. I've put all my stickers on it, so I'll know when I bought it. I ended up taking out a two-year DJI refresh plan on it. It was only $56. So if you crash it, flies away, lose it, whatever, I think you pay $120. I can't remember, and they send you another one. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. I've never done it on my other drones, but considering this one's going to be flying in between trees, and I joined some Facebook pages of this thing, and a couple of them have just flown away on their own. I reckon it's because they crash them and something happens inside the accelerometer, or something comes loose off the board. One guy's ripped it apart and fixed it, but yeah, they'll be flying, and then all of a sudden they'll just go left because they think the accelerometer comes off, and it thinks it's, even though it's steady, it thinks it's moved, and it just keeps going left and just goes. So I thought I'd better get that. It came with this. I got the Fly More combo with the goggles and the controller. So that's the controller, and you literally, it's like a Scalextric. It's accelerate, brake. That is for your camera, gimbal, up and down. It's not left and right. You have to drone moves left and right. And then to go down, up, left and right, you actually just move this. Works really well. That turns the motors, so double tap on, press and hold, and the thing will take off. I don't think I've ever used that in the 3 flights I've had. Might have done, I can't remember, but yeah, no, I haven't. Not during flight, you don't need it. So that's my battery pack. It's just a big King's 15 amp hour. I've been using that and that. I only use that because I was in the shed, but yeah, otherwise all this is enough to charge everything here while you're out in the car. I'm not going to bring it with me today. 3 batteries is enough. Everything's charged, and they're the goggles. So I didn't know there was 2 different types. There's an R3 and an N3, or goggles 3, and these ones the N3. I'm pretty sure these ones are the ones that you get if you got glasses. I wear glasses, so these fit perfect. You wouldn't even know. There's no difference at all. Really good. And then it's just spin that, makes it longer, put it on your head over your glasses, and then just crank this up, and you know, get nice and tight. It has provisions for it, but it doesn't have an over the head, because that's what takes the weight. But really they are quite light, and I haven't needed you just put this up a little bit higher and it takes the weight off your nose, and yeah, it works really well. The screen took me all of 30 seconds to get used to. Once you start flying, you forget everything, and it's like you're in the plane. It's really good. It's got fans in it as well, so you don't get it must be in these grills here. So there's grills there, and then grills inside, and then it blows, you know, circulates fresh air inside, so you don't get fogged up. So yeah, it works really well. So that's all charged up, ready to go. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't think you'd ever see a car washing and a FPV drone video all in one hit, but we'll do that today. we'll go out in the Z2. I've got a bit of running around to do. I bought a, I asked the guy, it's not his fault, he looked up the oil filter for the Z, Nissan spec, and I couldn't buy a complete set of the oil filter cups. So they're the things I'm after, are the oil filter cups. So it's these things here, that's why it's on my car, ready to take back. I said, yeah, Nissan Z, I've got this. So they're the things there. I only want it so I can tighten it. I've got a strap thing to take it off, but I'll probably use these things anyway. But I need to be able to tighten it to 18 Newton meters. I want to know that I'm getting the right torque and not over or under doing it. So yeah, told him I had this car. He looked up the Ryco part number for the filter. It said it was 76 mil, whatever it is. And 68 mil. So I bought that. They're 20 bucks each. Come home, obviously the car's not on, that's what's on there now is a Nissan filter, but I do have a K&N filter that just came off this. I kept it, it's outside there. Didn't fit in there. It's a 65 mil, I think. So I want to buy the whole set, you know, like you open it up and it's got all of them. So I found Ryco make one, but they're like 200 and something bucks from Super Cheap, and you got to order it, so not interested. What's the name? Repco down the road have a Mech Pro set, 68 bucks. I think that's a bit more reasonable for the amount of times I'm going to use it. This car doesn't need it because it has a canister that you just undo and keep, and then put a new filter element in, and then put that canister back on top. And it tells you the Newton meters on it, and it has a 3/8 drive or half-inch drive ready for you to do it properly. So that car doesn't need it. The i20 will need it. This car will need a cup. The i20 needs a cup. And then if I do my old man's car or my mum's car or whatever, they come here and do it. At least I've got the whole set then ready to go. So yeah, no drama there. I'd rather have the whole set, is what I'm saying, rather than go and spend $40 on two of these because they're 20 bucks a pop, and then somebody else, you know, my old man comes, and then I've got to go and spend another 20 bucks to get to do his. I'd rather just have the whole set, even though I probably would only ever use two of them out of the whole set. Yeah, doesn't matter. So yeah, let's do that. I won't keep talking, otherwise this video is going to get too long. I'll trim down the video. I did put a FPV video up. I haven't put it up yet, but I filmed it yesterday, and it does go for quite long, so flick through it at your own leisure. But I made another one just to show my mate from the same footage. I trimmed it down to like 2 minutes, and I just put like the greatest hits kind of thing out, just like the real fast bit and then stop, and then another real fast bit, and then this and that. I didn't leave all the fat in, and it actually came up really good with a bit of music. So I might do that for this outing, rather than put, you know, like 25-30 minutes of just exactly what I see, especially, you know, with the slow bits in between. I might just do a fast-paced 3-minute cut down version. Makes it a bit easier to watch that way, especially if you're not fully into it. But I am going to bring my my little mic that goes on me, because that thing does record. So while you're flying, it can record audio, but it didn't record audio. I think it's in a separate file, and I didn't get that file out. I've deleted the footage now anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm just going to I'm going to record my own audio using my JBL microphone, and then I'll mix it in later. So that should be good. That's it. All right, so let's go and clean the car. I'll just do a time lapse of cleaning the car. I'm not going to touch it. All I'm going to do is spray it, rinse it, and then spray it again with that solution, and then rinse it, dry it with the blower, and that's it. We're done. Oh, and then spray that stuff on there, that Geon wet coat stuff. Rinse that off, and then blow it with the blower, and then we'll jump in the car and go for a bit of a spin. I haven't driven it for a while, so should be good. Alright, not that it's a rush, but yeah, 20 past 7. See how we go. Alright, we'll just let that dry. I think I said let it dry. I didn't mean that. I meant let it sit for a bit. That's enough. So we got this thing from Bunnings the other day. Nothing special, it's just a double hose connector that you can switch between. Previously I didn't have that, and if I wanted to switch between pressure washer and normal hose, you know, now because now I want to go to normal hose just to rinse that out, I'd have to turn the tap off, turn this off, bleed the pressure out, change it, then change it back. Yeah, so this, I'll give this a shot. Hopefully the pressure washer being connected to it doesn't affect it. It shouldn't. No. What's going on? Have I just got it set wrong? That's a bit strange. Is it on? Maybe it's not on. There you go. Helps if you turn the tap on. I didn't have it on the selector on that new thing. And it's not leaking either. That's the main thing. Oops. So this house here where these the idiots used to live, that actually no one's been there since October last year. So a good 4 months we've had with no one there. It's been the quietest it's ever been. Really nice. It finally sold. It's actually got a sold sticker on it now. So hopefully the new owner is a bit more respectful than the previous people that used to be there. But we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, I think that's enough. I'm going to rinse that off, and then we'll dry it with the new toy, with the blower. Okay, that took longer than expected. Over an hour setting up and all that. Yeah, but it pretty easy. I don't know if she does look good. I don't know if that stuff makes a difference. I think it just looks good because it's in the shade a bit. But yeah, I wouldn't buy that again. It's not value for money. That's about $30. I started off up there and liquid down to there, so it's not even enough for 2 cars, mate. And that's only a little car, so definitely not. If I was to do this car with it, you'd go through the whole thing pretty much. So that might get just saved for doing wheels or things like that. Not sure yet. I do need to spray my. It's the only stuff I've come across really good. It's like a spray-on wheel protector. Just leaves a light sticky dust. Well, it's not sticky. It sticks to the wheels, but then dries dry, if you know what I mean. That way when you go to wash it next time, the brake dust just comes off big time. Very good. So a can of that normally lasts me about 2 or 3 years, and I don't do my missus's car because she's just got hubcaps, so I just do this car and that car. I never used to do the Tirana, so really I only did that car. So yeah, maybe over a year you'd get out of 1 can. So pretty easy. Yeah, the blower went really well. I definitely will get the stubby nozzle, because if you, especially towards the end, your arm starts getting a bit tired. This is getting close. You're just wobbling around because it is quite heavy. You don't want to hit this on the car. I think the stubby nozzle I can get for about $40. If you scratch the car, it's going to cost you more than $40. It's a stubby nozzle, but then it's got a thick silicone band on the end of it, so you can, if you knock the car accidentally, at least you won't scratch it. So that's definitely on the cards. Yeah, it does a pretty good job. I reckon with the nozzle it's better because apparently the nozzle tapers down from this size to a little bit smaller, so it'll shift the water better because you're getting a higher wind speed. But otherwise that works pretty well. That's I can't complain about that. Did the inside of the doors, the boot, blew everything off. So yeah, shouldn't have any more water drips coming out of the mirrors. No. So all good. Oh, there's one drip there. I just near the back tyre. But anyway, all good. All right, I'm going to jump in the car now. I might change my shirt because I'm all sweaty. It's like 90% humidity. It's really bad. That's why I've got the fan on. So hopefully you can hear me. Might change my shirt. Yeah, everything. It's 8 o'clock. So Super Cheap doesn't open till 8:30, but Repco opens at 8. But we can go and fly the drone first. I'll find a park somewhere. I'm tempted just to go across the road there. You know, there's heaps to do over there. It's just a bit of a noise. You think it's something so small, but it does make a bit of a noise. I don't really want to do it around here. That's the only thing. But that would be a good park to do it at, because then it's got a fair bit of bush at the back of it. You could go through the bush and then through the poles here and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, I think we'll go and find a better spot, a bit more secluded or a bit more away from houses. Might be the smarter thing to do. So, but we'll take that anyway. So all good. We'll see you on the road. right behind me. Yeah, so probably not a good spot. I won't be long. I'm probably going to call it there. That's one battery. I've got 2 to go. I might just have a run around my place, see how the dogs react to it, see how we go there, and maybe one at the park. We'll see how we go. But it is noisy. Like if I lived over there and heard this thing for like 40 minutes, you know, to waste out 3 batteries, it'd get pretty annoying. So I won't stay here too long. It is a good spot here though. All right, we're all synced up. I don't think I want to go on the ground because I'm pretty sure the dogs are going to get me. Where is he? Here he comes. I'll just take it easy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so if I pause it, I'm getting a bit of fogging. So pause the flight up here. Actually, oh, cool. And then backwards, unpause the flight. There you go. I don't know. I better not go in there because I don't know how good the GPS is going to work down the side here. That's cool. The dogs are getting a good run actually. And that fogging's gone already. That's really cool. Wow, that's pretty fast. Is that even normal? Yeah, I think it's just because I'm in a confined space, it feels faster. It stops fast too. Where are the dogs? I lost them. They're giving up already, have they? Yeah. Let's go and get them. If there wasn't a fence there, I'd shoot that gap. I reckon I'd get through it. But no, I better not. Might go over the fence and break. It's so easy to control with this controller. He's flipping out. Go over here. No matter how hard I try, I keep moving my head. Oh, I felt the wind on that. That was close. Alright, I'll bring her in for a landing. Alright, they didn't like it at first. But yeah, soon got used to it. Pretty cool. I just spent about 15 minutes just then going through all the settings and just the boring stuff. But I think I've got it pretty good at the moment. You can make it go faster as well. I've seen you can make meters per second in normal mode and sports mode. You can vary it. I didn't even see what you can get up to, but I think it's 0.5 meter a second in normal and 1 meter a second in sport. But it's pretty. I'm going to leave it as it is for now. That's pretty fast. The accelerator on the controller is, you've only got that doesn't do anything. It's pretty much from there to there. So you got a bit of variation. It's not too bad, but yeah, you don't have a massive amount of range, so it's hard to gauge half throttle and all that. So I'll just leave it as it is. You can see you can fly it around here, no dramas. They're pretty good at that speed. You wouldn't want to go much faster than that unless you had a lot of practice. He wants to go inside, but yeah, go through your doggy door, mate. You have to go around. You're looking at me like, just open the door. All right, I think we'll leave it there. Car went well. What else? Cleaned it up. I actually bought a heap of white sand back from that park to all through the garage. So lucky I had the blower there and just finished that off and blew all that up. Got it in the car, but quick vacuum. I've got that little Temu vacuum that's perfect for things like that. Just whip it out and just do a real quickie. So I've already ordered a few accessories for this. I'm not going to order ND filters because I don't think it needs it. The camera's pretty good on this actually, and it works pretty well between when you're in the shade of trees and then come out to like a bright bit. It handles it quite well. I don't want to put ND filters because then that'll affect that, and also it'll give you motion blur as well. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try not to buy ND filters for it. So see how we go. I've got some bumpers coming for it, so then that way I can take off these cages on the top here, come off, and then I've got some silicone bumpers that click on, and apparently that gives you a little bit more flight time. I don't know if it's because of the weight or it's because this interferes with the airflow. I'm not sure. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. So I've got three, there's a battery in there, plus these three, plus the little charging hub, I don't know, that must be inside. And that's the controller and the goggles, and that's it. Pretty cool. The only thing this could do with is a camera on the front here, and you could press a button, so then that way you don't have to lift your goggles up to see who's around you. I went past a few parks and there was some kids playing and things like that, and I really didn't want to just sit there. I can't see anything. One of them, you know, anyone could sneak up behind you, do whatever, you know. Probably won't happen, but it's just an off-putting feeling that you're sitting in the middle of a park and you can't see around you. So yeah, I mean, not that you could fly, but I mean, every time I got up, like this crashed or whatever, it'd be handy if there was a camera here. I think the R3 goggles, the better ones than these, have a camera, and then you can have augmented reality or see-through or whatever it's called. So that way you don't have to lift your goggles up. You just hit a button and boom, it's like your eyes are in there now. So yeah, that would have been a handy feature. But I mean, these are a budget goggle as far as DJI goes. So yeah, I can expect it. But I mean, a camera would have cost. I mean, that's what they do. They would have had cameras. I mean, I'm not asking for a 4K camera, but you know, like a 1080 camera at the front there, cheapy one would have been really cool with a button, and off you go. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. I'll go edit this up, go edit this video up, and we'll go from there. We've got a couple nice days coming up. Today's only 28, that's why I'm outside today, so it's pretty good today. I've got work for the rest of the week, and then maybe on the weekend we might try those car mats out of that rug that I bought, kids rug thing. But yeah, otherwise just take it as I don't want to rush and do everything in 1 week, because I've got nothing. I've got to stretch it out a bit, so it's all good. But yeah, catch you later. Have a good one.